Welcome to a new video. Of course, you may be asking, another one? How long has it been, like 3 months or so? And you might be right. It has been like, what, 3 months? So I had to make a comeback to, since I was doing negative comments. I don't want to say that happened once. So please, just do not put hate comments. Okay. Oh, I don't feel like it, and all that. I won't tolerate that. So, get ready for like some problems with your like with that comment. Speaking of which, we're back with more Roblox, of course. You may have realised, and it's not like a very typical one that you may see. It's a new game. If you played this before, well, you should know what to do by now. Because I've been playing this on a daily basis, probably. It's called Pressure Washer Simulator. It's like cleaning simulator, but with a water gun. I'm not quite sure what the main premise is. All you do is clean dirt. That's basically the point. And the whole deal is, I'm not quite sure what it does on a daily basis. You can just leave it and you can come out with your ideas on the whole backstory to it. But if it was me, you probably had a job, like, to begin with. It's not that point, really, but it could be my general theory why. So, you can just watch me go through it, as, you know, I appreciate commenting, you know, every single video I do. So, you may realize that I'm just cleaning area. So, you may think, why do I have all that? That's because I played the game prior to now, as of the time of doing this. Of course, I'm not like, you know, all them like types. Famous people say, as of the time of writing this, which is kind of typical by them because that's what they want to say. But for me, I don't really do it. I just do a completely different way of saying it. So, if you watch Rebirth, you've got to get every area. Like, every single area in the game, and there's a lot, I believe. I think there's like probably 7 or 8. I didn't ask anyone beforehand, so I don't know the exact estimate. So you may see me just clean some of the same areas again and again. That's because there's like dirt everywhere on it. And the whole general consensus is basically, well, what you are doing right now as you're watching it. And, well, let's just say it's weird when it comes to series of games like, I don't know, I can't think of one right now. It's those simulator type games, like, Skip the Laundry, I believe, like, those types of weird games that you find. I'm just not, like, crossing it, but I don't appreciate how they deal with it. Even though it's arbitrary, not quite sure how to explain it. And, of course, Pressure Washer isn't like those types of games. It's a more of a democracy type thing. I'm not quite sure. But you can enjoy as I go along. And if you're not quite sure what the whole idea is, there's like various things, like you got yourself a tank, your nozzle, and of course your washer, whichever go to the store, it's called guns. The one I'm using is called the pressure pistol. Tanks, well, I'm working on the third one. And the one thing I really just don't understand the most is how you're supposed to concentrate with, like, people surrounding you all the time. There's, like, more than, like, let's say, 4 people on that side. Just ignore it and focus on a more secluded part of it. Then once that dies down, you can focus on it. Because that's, like, an idea I think I didn't put into plan. Because I was focused on that side, after all. So, and I never put it to intuition. Because I didn't see the idea of it. You may ask, why is the car, like, let's say, the fire truck, dirty on all sides? Well, concern is, I'm not quite sure. And I'm not quite sure how the arbitrary things go, but how am I supposed to know? Like, don't ask me questions like, let's say, how do I upload videos? Ask yourself that question and figure it out by process of elimination how. Because YouTube nowadays is arbitrary, for the most part. So, just don't come to me with the question that I clearly used to know in the past, so don't ask me. Of course, as things go on, and, well, the government just started something in there. In a way, they don't do much. Let's say, prioritize the NHS, or they wouldn't even risk the tax due to riots with the NHS staff. They might put it up to 3%. Yeah, that was a legit if you heard about the news with it. Like, riots of the NHS staff wanted that raise. Like, why? Like, why is it a massive concern? Like, the NHS is doing everything in their will. Like, no need to cause riots. Unlike the whole George Floyd thing, which did cause riots for over a month. Which, for me, I was involved. I only heard about the news, so I wasn't involved, really. So, what's the idea with me, then? It's technically not my idea that I started it, but I'm not part of it, really. So, don't ask me that I started it. Nor criticizes me. That would be, if you live, well, in the United States. That's under the Copyright Act 107. Like, that's under, well, YouTube's guidelines. 107. And, of course, I don't appreciate it. But I had to abide by the rules anyway, do I? Like, YouTubers do really see the problem with it. And, well, it's basically the same thing again and again, well. Minus the few times when this didn't take into effect. And of course, issues come along. So I'm gonna keep myself steady and, you know. And, well, I'm not quite sure. The whole general thing is, which, I might be repeating myself or not, but please call me if I'm gonna repeat myself so I can prevent this. The whole, like, point of this game is you clean. Hence the title, pressure washer simulator, apparently. And the general consensus is, not how to put it, but I don't get like a lot of consensus ideas. And I don't see really the point of like many games. Like, let's say, or tell me, like, it doesn't give you basic instructions like on how to do it, so you can become better at the game. But with this one, it does give you basic instructions, like complete a certain area so you can get to the next area. Then it gives you how much you need to clean in particular. Like, all that type. Like, that's easy to follow for many people. But new players to the platform don't really understand all that often. And, of course, me being on the platform for a long time, does understand. Because the general consensus is, I play a lot. Like, I know I'm just playing my own idea, but it's kind of difficult enough to either, well, people to get the point. Like, you should comment on, I'm not going to say which, but if you did find it, then good job. Well, I do have various ideas, but I don't have a whole consensus lot. So, the Java player is there. So I'm going to wrap it up here, since I don't want to ruin, like, the whole point. And hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.